Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Don't Be Average. In this video, I will show you how to run a linear regression model using Excel. Linear regression is an algorithm borrowed from statistics which is being heavily used by machine learning nowadays. Generally, we build these models on R, Python, or other languages. But today, I will show you how you can run it without writing a single line of code. Excel is something which we always have handy in our systems, even when you may not have other programming languages installed. So that is why it is good to know how you can get it done quickly using Excel. So without further ado, let's jump into the video.
It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
In my previous video where I have estimated linear regression equation by hand, I have used this example. Let's say you are working out and you want to lose weight. You are planning to put 10 hours into exercise every week and you want to know how much weight you are supposed to lose by the end of the week. This is a simple example that you can solve using linear regression. Here, weight loss depends on how long you do workout. Today we are going to estimate this dependency using a linear regression model on Excel. Let's take a look at the data. This is a historical data that we are going to use. We can also call it training data because we are going to train the model using this data and then test it out on new data points. This kind of data can be sourced or downloaded from internet, or it can be recorded by yourself. Like let's say sometimes back you have recorded your workout durations and also recorded your body weight. That can also be used as a historical data for regression modeling. Now if you observe this data, you can see this does not tell you everything. For example, if you want to know how much weight loss will happen at 10 hours of exercise per week, it does not have that exact information. That's where linear regression comes in. Linear regression will try to find a pattern in the data in the form of a straight line. We also call it regression line. And using that regression line, we can predict the weight loss for data points that are not there in the training data. Now we are going to dive straight into an Excel workbook to build the regression model in Excel, and then we will also predict the weight loss for 10 hours of exercise in Excel. I have opened up an Excel workbook. I have pasted the data here. In column A, I have exercise in number of hours. In column B, I have weight loss in kilograms. And now I'm going to build the linear regression model. To build the model, you need to click on data and then you need to click on data analysis. Once you click on data analysis, you should be able to see a list of algorithms, and then out of those algorithms you need to select regression and then click on OK. Once you click on OK, you should be able to see an input box. It will be asking for the configurations for building this model. First thing that we need to put is input of Y range. In our case, our Y variable is weight loss. So I'm going to select this whole weight loss column up to 8th row. And then the next one is input of X range. In our case, X variable is the exercise. So I'm going to select this exercise column up to the same 8th row. If the values that you are selecting are also including the column label, means the title of the column. So in my case, it is in this cell where I also have the title and I have selected this whole column. In that case, I have to click on this checkbox to mention that I have labels in the data. In the next section, we have one more option that you may want to change. Here it is asking where you want to see the output of linear regression. By default, it is a new worksheet. You can change it to any output range. If you want to see the output in the same sheet, then you need to select this radio button, and then you need to put a cell number from where the output will start. So I'm selecting E2 here and we are done. Just have to click on OK, and you should be able to see the output. Here you go. We have the outputs here. I'm just going to clean it up a bit. One more formatting I will do. Yeah, so now you can see the summary output of linear regression. In the first table here, we mainly have the metrics regarding the accuracy of the model. We have multiple R, which is the correlation coefficient. We have R square, which is the coefficient of determination. We also have adjusted R square, which is mainly used when you have multiple independent variables. And we also have standard error, which is more of an absolute measure of accuracy. And then we also have the number of observations, which is basically the number of rows we have in this data. In the next section we have ANOVA, but if you just want to know the basics of linear regression and you just want to do prediction using linear regression, in that case you can skip to this table. This table has the values that we need for prediction, and the values are there in coefficient column. So in coefficient column we currently have two rows. One is corresponding to intercept. This value is basically the value of A. We also have one more value which is corresponding to exercise. This value is the coefficient of exercise. In our case it will be the value of B. We all know the regression equation. It is y equals A plus B into x. A is this and B is this. I will just format it a bit. Okay, let me also put a border around it. Yeah, so this is our A and B, and now we are going to use it in our expression. Let me just write it also in the form of our example, which is in the form of the variables that we are actually having. We have weight loss equals A plus B into exercise. Now let's say I'm going to predict the weight loss for 10 hours of exercise. Let me write a box, exercise, and I will write weight loss predicted here. I will put one value of exercise here, and in this cell I should be able to predict the weight loss. I'm going to follow this equation here. So it will be equal to A plus B into this exercise value, whatever I'm going to put here. Now I have this formula ready. Let me put 10 here, and you see weight loss predicted would be 4.23 kg. You can put any value in this cell and the linear regression will predict the weight loss. So if I put 2, the predicted weight loss in this case would be 0.77 kg. I can put any number. I can put 20, 8.55 kg. And you can also see in case of 10 hours of exercise, we have arrived at a number 4.23 kgs, exactly the same as what we have got when we were deriving the linear regression equation by hand. That is how you can build a linear regression model using Excel. If you want to know more about all these matrices that are shown in this output, you can take a look at this other video which I have added in the description. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Till then, take care and don't be average.
I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement?